In this tutorial, we'll learn Angular modules and the controller. Before starting the new ones, we'll see what we have completed till now. So we learned how to configure AngularJS with Eclipse. Then we saw how to add library in your Eclipse. So one is the online way and the other is through offline. So for offline, what you have to do, you have to add the angular.main.js file in your lib folder and then you have to give the path. Then we learned ng-app. So what is ng-app? ng-app is a directive which initializes an AngularJS application. So just keep in mind that if you remove the ng-app directive, HTML will display the expression as it is without solving it. The topics for this session is what is module and how we can create a module. Then we'll go for controller and we'll see how we can create a controller. And in later part we'll see scopes and then one example we'll see on all these topics. So what is module? An AngularJS module is basically a container that groups together different components of your application under a common name, that is controller, service, filters, directive, etc. AngularJS have several built-in modules. The ng module defines many directive, filters, service for our use. You can also create your own module and use it in your app. So we'll see how to create a module and then we'll go for one example. So in theory part, how to create a module is basically to create a module we call the angular.module function. So this is the way how we'll create this. So this is without any dependencies. So the first argument to the function is a module name. The second argument is the array of specific additional modules upon which this module depends. So if there is no dependency, you just pass an empty array. So here you can see in this we have two dependencies, two modules actually. When you call an Angular module with two arguments, the last argument for the dependencies, AngularJS create a new module. When you call angular.module with two arguments, basically the last argument for the dependencies, AngularJS create a new module. Subsequently, when you call angular.module with a single argument, just the module name, AngularJS retrieve the already created module and return it. But you have to be careful when calling angular.module multiple times. Only the first call to angular.module should specify the second argument. All the subsequent call to angular.module should just pass a single argument which retrieves an already created module. So once you have a module, you can attach different components to it. So this is the definition of that module and I have a given name my app. So once my app is created, I can attach this controller with that app. Second, I can attach the directive also. So once you are comfortable with this, you can directly add your dot controller or dot directive after your my app is completed. You can attach here. So next is what is controller? AngularJS controller control the data of AngularJS applications. Controller are used to add logic to your view. Views are basically your HTML pages. The NJ controller directive defines the application's controller. How to create a controller? This is the way. So you have created your module with name my app and then in my app you are attaching that controller. So this is the way you can write that and you are creating one scope and then on that scope you are attaching a message that is AngularJS. When you have completed this part in your JS file, in the HTML file you have to mention like nj controller here. So nj controller will be the controller name which you have given in the JS file. The same my control here. And if you write hello and the message, it will automatically take this AngularJS. We'll see this in our example. What is scope? Scope is nothing but an object that attaches the view with it holds the model data that we need to pass to view. Scope uses AngularJS two-way data binding to bind model data to view. Scope is binding part between the HTML view and the JavaScript controller. So we'll design this example. So basically our view will be like this. So when we'll add some name, it will come in this list. And this name list is coming basically from what we have added in our JavaScript. So you can see my library is already added. I added the JS file also here. So I'll write my JS file. I'll I'll create the module. So for that I'll write var app equal to angular dot module, and then demo app, I'm giving this name demo app. So whatever name I'll give here, I have to use in my HTML file also. So for this demo app, same name I'll give here HTML ng hyphen equal to this demo app. Okay, this is done. Now I'll create the controller. So see the dependencies, I am not keeping any dependency here, so only one module will work here. So app.controller I'll create now, and the name of the controller name control, and function scope. I'll just create one simple scope dot names equal to, keep it now. I'll show the two-way data binding here. So this will come here. This is done. And now in index.html, inside body I'll create one div, and then ng controller and the controller name. So demo control. I'll create one text field. So name input type to text, and then ng model. So this ng model I'm using for two-way data binding. So whatever you'll type here, it will go to the JS file also. So I'll explain this later video. For now I'll keeping it this ng model, and then I'll print the names. So this name I will keep same as the name which I have given in the Angular demo. So what will happen, since this Robert will get display on this text box, and whenever I'll type something on this text box, it will display it here. So we'll see this example. We'll run the JS file now. So we'll run the project now and we'll see the result. So this is coming from the JS file now, and if I type something here, so this is going to edit on this one. So what is happening? So first name, it is taken from here. We defined it. We have given the name Robert. So it got it here because the controller is the same. Now in ng playing this, I'm printing it through the double curly braces, which I explained in my earlier tutorial. So whatever you are editing now from the view, it is displaying it here only. So that I just want to show you what you are editing in the JS file, that is your model, and which is updating in the view, and in view also when you are updating something, it is going to your model. Now we'll go to our original example. So what I'll do, I'll create this name as an array. I'll give one more name, Steven, and then I'll close this. I'll create this scope and add will be my function. So basically in HTML file, so this add function I'll call in here. So on click of button, ng hyphen add, I'm calling it here. So for that, this add, and we'll do one more thing, make it true, and names it will display here. So I'll use ng repeat equal to, so ng repeat is basically for the looping thing, because we used array there. So in my later tutorial I'll explain what is ng repeat here. So this is done till now. I'll change it to new name here, names, and then in the Angular demo I'll create the add function. So inside this dollar scope equal to names dot push. If you are familiar with JavaScript coding, you would be knowing this push. So basically what the data will get, we are pushing it in the new name array, dollar scope dot contact equal to this. So in this ng repeat, whatever is coming in these names, I am storing in the contact, and then I'll not use this. Inside this I'll create, so I will display the contacts now. So now if I refresh this, sorry, so if I refresh this now, it will display this Robert. And now if I add any name, suppose Steve, if I add it, it is going to add here. Any new name if you want, like any ABC, you can add it here. So that's all for this video. We'll learn some more directives in my later tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.